Hey guys, what's up? My name is Justin or Prez, and welcome to another episode of NHL Be A Goalie. Yes, we're jumping back in between the pipes in this one. Hopefully we actually get to play this time. Also, hopefully you guys are enjoying. I went back to the round face cam. I'm gonna see how much you guys enjoy it, and also how do you guys like the new thumbnail? Did you guys see the new thumbnail for the NHL 22 Be A Pro like series overall with Be A Pro and Be A Goalie? Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the thumbnail and everything like that. Yeah, so let's jump on the ice and let's see if we're actually gonna be on the ice or not. So in the last episode of NHL Be A Goalie, we just sat on the bench the entire game. Yep, we just sat on the bench the entire game. So, yeah, really don't know what to do. We're not starting this game. Okay, we made it to the final roster because it is the regular season now. So now we have to really play our heart out with this one. So we got a new conversation with the media. Let's see what he has to say here. It's bittersweet, but I feel like I do my best and I really want the win. I'm just gonna fit in. Just gonna fit in with this one. Alright, we lose a little bit on the brand, but we gained a lot on the teammate, which I think is a little bit more important than brand. If we make our teammates happy, we win the game. Right? We got a new conversation with coach. Man, I remember doing all this with Be A Pro, actually. Just a regular Be A Pro. It's been interesting going through all this. I used to include all this, but with Be A Pro, but it's all the same stuff over and over again, pretty much. So I'm gonna jump right into when we actually get to start playing, which is right now apparently. So perfect. Alright, so we're playing at home against the LA Kings. It's kind of funny because we just played the LA Kings at Be A Pro in the last episode, yesterday. So, yeah, let's see if we're actually on the ice or not, or we're just, okay, we're on the ice. Okay, we're actually on the ice for this one, boys. We're actually on the ice for this one. Alright, here we go. Alright, we lose the face-off right away. Alright, that's good. My controller is acting up. My controller is... Look, I'm not even trying to poke check. I'm not even trying to poke check. I might switch my controller to the Elite controller because I'm not doing anything. Like, I'm not pressing any buttons or anything like that. And my goalie is doing that. So, yeah, I definitely need a new controller here. Hold on, let me swap out the controller. Let me swap out the controller. Let me bust out the Elite Series 2. Since I have it, right? Since I have it, might as well use it. It's still in its case. Like, it's still sitting in its case. It's always been sitting in its case, actually. So let's turn this bad boy on. Let's turn off the profile so I don't accidentally press the back button there. That's for crouch for Halo Infinite. So there we go. Oop. Yep. Back. There we go. Alright. So, the controller's not broken. I can tell you that. The controller's pretty much brand new. And we let the first shot in. Alright. Alright. I think I used these sticks. Are they set to the same thing? They are. Okay. One feels tighter than the other. Alright, triggers are the same. Yeah, that controller, that original controller that I have, I'm keeping it. I don't, like, I'll keep the controller because it came with the Xbox Series X. Like, this is the original, this is like the launch controller. Kind of wish they did, like, a special thing, like, with the Xbox One. They had, like, launch 2020 or something they could have put on there. But they didn't. So, right now we're using the Elite. We let one goal in so far, which kind of sucks. Also, I released a video yesterday talking about like where EA has messed up in my opinion, when it comes down to NHL 22, and I just want to say thank you guys for the amount of likes on that video and the amount of response that I got on that video regarding like views and likes and stuff, because I didn't really want to release that video because I felt like it was, I don't know, I feel like a lot of people would hate it, because a lot of people hate other people's opinions when it comes down to this game and everything, but I feel like that is just a general known like annoyance with NHL 22 this year. Is like they split the two different generations, which they could have easily made this game for the like cross-gen playable easily. So like it's ridiculous. If we could play on Xbox, like if we played last year's, I played NHL 21 on the Series X last year. You're telling me they couldn't do that this year? The exact same thing? Like it's a weird thing to me. Like I don't know why they split it up. In context, I kind of know why they kind of split it up, because they want to make more money and they wanted to make more sales on the... Okay, what the hell is wrong with us? What the hell is wrong with us? I'm gonna take off this button here. I mean, like the back paddle, like the little tiny one, so I don't accidentally press it. But yeah, what's absolutely wrong with us in goalie tonight? I don't know what it is. This is our first time back in actually on the ice in quite a while, so bear with me. First game of the season is not going very well, boys. It's not going very well. But yeah, like I said in that video, I don't know why. Like, I kind of know why, because they wanted to make extra money, because the people kind of fell for it. Like, here, buy the next gen and the previous gen version. The only way you can play with your friends, if you guys are friends or on previous generation, like if you guys are on Xbox One and you're on Xbox Series X, you need the Xbox One version to play with your friends, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And I don't know how EA got away with it, but they did. And it's kind of ridiculous. Like I said in that video, like if you guys want to save your guys some money and you have the next gen consoles, buy the previous gen version of the game. Don't even fork over the extra money for the X Factor edition. To me, it's not worth it. To me, it's not worth it. I wish I went back and just bought the Xbox One version of this game and not like the next gen version also, to save myself a little bit of money. But I did it anyways. So yeah, I don't really see a need for the next gen version, other than maybe it looks a little bit better, like overall. That's about it. There's no difference between the two different consoles, or the two different games. There's no difference at all. We did a comparison video, like the Xbox One versus the Xbox Series X editions of the game. I really see no difference between both of them, and it's absolutely ridiculous. EA charged like over $120 for two the same games. Two of the same games and stuff like that. I kind of hate that. I kind of hate that a lot. But it worked out, right? A lot of people bought the X Factor edition. A lot of people bought the X Factor edition because, like, the people that bought the next gen consoles, they still want to play with their friends, but they still want to play the next gen version of the game. They bought the X Factor edition because they still want to play with their friends. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah. But hopefully with NHL 23, it's a lot better. They make it cross-gen playable, because the Xbox and PS4 are not going away in the next year or so. Maybe in the next 2 years, maybe. Then they'll start fading out more and more. Yeah, we absolutely suck. We're gonna get benched. We're gonna get benched pretty soon here, boys. Yeah, it's just like the Xbox One and PS4 are not going to go away until like a couple years from now, like two years from now, or not even a year from now, 2 years from now, when obviously a lot of people couldn't get the new Xbox or the new PlayStation, whatever console platform you play on. I don't care, really. Wherever you play games is where you play games, and wherever you guys, like, if you're happy with PlayStation, you're happy with PlayStation. If you're happy with Xbox, you're happy with Xbox. Or if you guys have both, then you guys have both. Like, I don't really care about the console generation war or the console wars, whatever. If you want to play on PlayStation, play on PlayStation. If you guys want to play on Xbox, play on Xbox. If you guys want to play on PC, you can't with this game. But overall, if you guys want to play PC, like on any other game, I believe Madden's on PC. I believe FIFA is on PC as well, which is weird not having NHL on PC. But hopefully for NHL 23, it's on PC, because I'm rooting for you PC guys. Like, I want this game to be on PC. I want to see what you guys could be able to do with it with mods. Because the modding community on PC is absolutely huge when it comes down to games. I just want to see the mod aspect of this game. If they're going to introduce mods, if they're not going to introduce mods, somebody's going to come up with mods for this game, and you'll be able to mod this game up the wazoo, pretty much. I want to see that. I just want to see the modded community go after this game, and how good they can, like, maybe they can make a better NHL game than EA can. It's absolutely ridiculous. But I'll have another video going out talking about NHL 22 and EA in general, all that stuff, which is maybe like one of your favorite, like. It might be controversial, the next one. Maybe not. It really depends on how you view it and how I actually portray it and how I talk about it and everything like that. But I think it's worth saying. I think it is worth saying this time. And all that stuff. But anyways, I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. You guys can let me know in the comments below if I should make it. You guys can let me know. But we're down by 3 here. We're absolutely getting crushed in net. So that's awesome, right? That's awesome. It's a controller switch. I'm not used to the Elite. It's like heavy, like the sticks are so much smoother than like the original. Like, it's plastic versus plastic. And this one is like, it's metal on metal, so it's like it's ultra smooth. I'm not quite used to it. And oh my god. Yeah, we're definitely going to get benched. We're going to get benched anytime soon here, right? Anyways, that's not the point. Anyways, the reason why I make NHL Be A Goalie videos, for one, to get better, and for the two, to talk about stuff. Just talk about NHL or talk about what's going on, everything like that. And my last NHL Be A Goalie video, you guys really enjoyed it. Even though I didn't even play, you guys still really enjoyed it, which I really do appreciate. And all that stuff. So, but yeah, it's just like what EA has done with the franchise with NHL. Obviously, they made huge improvements over the years. Obviously, the game is completely different from NHL 98 to now. Completely different. But I almost think it's time for EA just to step back and maybe take a year off. Maybe take a year off. I know it would suck. I know it would suck for an entire year not having an NHL game when we're so used to getting an NHL game every single year. I think, in my opinion, instead of calling like NHL 23 or 24 or 25, keep on going with names yearly, do what like Assassin's Creed did. Like Ubisoft did with Assassin's Creed, where they took 2 years off and made it a fantastic game when they came back and actually made that. They took the 2 years to make the Assassin's Creed game, and it turns out to be one of the best Assassin's Creed games they made in years. Now, I'm not saying EA should take a whole 2 years off. of making a game. I feel like they should have taken a year off. This year would have been perfect, actually. This year, or last year, would have been perfect because of the pandemic. Would have been perfect. And a lot of people would have understand, like, oh, yeah, I understand. It's a pandemic. There's no hockey anyways. We still have NHL 20 or NHL 21. Maybe take a year off and maybe improve on a lot of stuff with this game. Like, maybe get a little bit more of practice with developing with the Frostbite engine. And maybe have a better game overall. And maybe they'll have the better opportunity of fixing the bugs and fixing everything and fine-tuning everything. Make the game better because you took another year off of developing it. Instead of like, you know, like this year they delayed the launch. They delayed the launch of NHL 21. They delayed the launch of this one because of the pandemic. It would have been a perfect opportunity last year, since we had no NHL, or that year that we had no NHL for quite a while. I think that would have been the perfect opportunity to say, like, hey, we're going to take a break from the NHL franchise. We're going to stop for a little while. We're going to continue developing the game, but we're going to stop. We're not going to release it on this day. We're going to release it next year. I think a lot of people would have been pissed off in the beginning. A lot of people would be pissed off in the beginning. But at the end of it, I think a lot of people would have been happy with their decision on, like, when the game does come out and there's a lot of improvements. There's a lot of different changes from the previous version of the game, right? Because every single year when a new game comes out, we really don't see the new changes. We really don't see the new changes until 2 to 3 years down the road, when we're not playing the game anymore and we actually go back and play it. We're like, oh, that was in this game? Like, you go back and you think, like, oh, that was in this game? Like, when I go back to play the old NHLs, for fun fact, like, you know when they introduced the defensive stick? Like, when you can hold out your stick in a defensive stick? I went back to, like, NHL 15 and 16, and it was, like, it was weird that I was not in the game. But we didn't really appreciate it, I think, the little changes they made, because we oversee them and we look at the big problems of the game. Obviously, we look at the little things in the game. We look at the big things in the game, and then when we go back, we're like, oh, I forgot that wasn't in this version of this game. I'm so used to using it. I'm so used to using the defensive stick in NHL 21, and when I use it in NHL 15 or NHL 16. I forget when they introduced the defensive stick. I believe it was 17 they introduced it, or 18. I forget one of the years they introduced it. But yeah. But when you go back and play the old NHLs, you're like, oh, I didn't know that was in this game. And those are the type of things that we see after a couple years, and we go back and play the old NHLs. If you guys ever play the old go back and play the old NHLs, I do. I play them every single year. The old NHLs every single year. How did that go in? How did that go in? Sorry guys, I might be peeking a little bit. I'll bring up the game volume. I'm trying out new audio settings. Like, I brought up the gain on this microphone, so I can be a little bit further away, but you guys can still hear me pretty good and loud and clear and everything like that. But anyways, yeah, it's just like, I feel like if EA took a year off, people would be pissed off. Straight from the beginning. We were like, why are you taking a year off? You shouldn't be taking a year off. But for those people that understand it, and it could be a huge benefit to the series for them to take a year off and really, really dive into it and really develop the game and make it better. Or, like, I think next year with NHL 23, I feel like we're gonna see a lot of improvements, and especially with the Frostbite engine, because they had a whole 2 years to develop with the Frostbite engine. Obviously, being this the first one, and the next one's gonna be a lot better, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a lot better next year with the Frostbite engine than it is this year. But they had some team members. I believe they said they had one team member come over from, I believe it was either the Madden team or the FIFA team that's been developing with the Frostbite engine for a couple years now. They brought over one guy. Really? One guy to help you develop with the Frostbite engine for the very first time? I feel like you should have brought over a lot more people. and now they can actually share assets between everybody, which is cool. But I wouldn't, like, how are you gonna share assets with a football game and a European football game? So FIFA. How are you gonna share assets with FIFA and NHL? I guess you could do it with like the player movements and the player the player skeleton, I guess. And like with Madden, you could kind of improve, I don't know, the hitting with Madden. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this little rant when it comes down to NHL 22 and possibly the next couple of NHLs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. We kind of sucked really, really badly. And everything like that. So, lead profile required. You must be the lead profile to enter instant replay. I am the... What? Do I have to plug in my other controller just to take a screenshot? Let me see. Alright. Oh my god, I have to plug in my other controller to take a freaking screenshot. Come on. What's up with this? And it's bugged. Here's another thing that should be fixed. EA. Have the ability to go to instant replay at the end of the game. Because I could do it in the first period, I can do it at the end of the first period, I can do it at the end of the second period, but I can't do it at the end of the third period because the game is over. What's up with this bug? Fix it. This should be fixed. God damn it. Oh, man. Now I gotta pull a screenshot from the video and it won't look good and... Damn it. I know what to do. I know what to do. Don't worry. I know what to do. We're gonna go to Edit Goalie. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take you along with the journey with me to make this thumbnail. A new style thumbnail as well, too. So, I think it looks pretty cool. I'll have like the team color as the background and everything like that. So what we do, we go to Edit Player. Alright, I need you to stand still, my brother. Stand still. Alright, now I'm going to go into the appearance. Oh, perfect. Yep. Post up view. Screenshot. Could you please stop moving? Perfect. It feels like I'm taking a portrait of somebody. Please, sir, stop moving. Hold your position. Alright, we took enough screenshots. We took enough screenshots. But anyways, like I said, if you guys enjoy this video, make sure you guys smash the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that bell icon so you come notified when I upload a video. Also, only 82% of you subscribed to my videos you guys are watching. So if you guys are part of that 82%, you guys just watch my videos, you guys don't subscribe, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. We're so close to 4K subscribers. We're so close to that giveaway. Once we hit 4K subscribers, I'm giving something away. So if you guys want to be a part of it, you guys got to be subscribed. Anyways, my name is Justin, or Prez. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Yeah, rolling up to the frat house and we about to rock it. Get them ladies on the dance floor, about to drop it. Once the music starts, we ain't never gonna stop it. Listen real close, man, all you hear is God.